It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. 6, set, go.
They're going play action. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
It's now second.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Ready?
Looking to throw here. He gets this to Michael Mayer. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here's a throw. Waddle makes the catch. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is a Dolphins first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set, ready, drill, 52-50, green. Set.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And this one is knocked away from the intended targets. Good start from the defense here as that incompletion brings up 2nd down. Well, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They chain again. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Rail, yellow. Drill, green. Ready.
4th down, pass coming. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll run here, ETN. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down from the 42. Play action now. Allen buying some time right. It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. And the Dolphins get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Second and 4.
Ready. 10 black. Hut, hut.
Takes the second down snap. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 4.
Let's go now. Green Jack. Yellow.
Looking in the air here. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 20-yard
In
line.
the red zone now. That's caught at the 4. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's another
Right. 97.
first down. First and goal at
Ready.
the 5-yard line.
Blue 30. Red. Yellow. Blaster. 6. Set cut.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
On the ready.
Second and goal.
Set. Red. Ready.
Playing with Achane here out of the gun. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Trayvon Merrick on the tackle.
10.
Offensive 2 on the play.
Mega.
It's
Here we
third
go.
down
Ball's
and
red.
goal to go.
45. White. Ready.
Third and long for him here. And he's got it. That's a layup work, but touchdown. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. Back to Miami in just a moment.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Bass now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have first and 10. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, Instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Escapes the defender. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up third down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Allen on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
All set now. First and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1.
Get some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the first down run often leads to second down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Another one for Cook. To the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces third and goal.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Battle coming up on third and inches. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
They're going for this. Thinking touchdown, obviously, but they could also get a first down. Fourth down. Here's Allen. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Quarterback so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
He'll throw from his end zone. Collins got it left side. Off to the races, middle of the field. There it is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins pull that in front further, 13-zip. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Handoff heading right. It's Cook. And he works his way for a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side. And we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More of the NFL on EA Sports coming up. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. It's Allen out of the pistol. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Dolphins take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Down. Yellow, 22. Chop, 17. Hut.
The first carry now for Kyren Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bills have it as he records the first interception of his young career. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Hits him on the out route. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bills have a first down.
A gain of 11 on the day. And the Bills first down.
Throwing here, Allen. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On first down, Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
They'll try the right side with Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 9, and that puts him in goal to go. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up.
Bills first down.
Allen setting up play action. Rolling out to... Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Working quickly here.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Here's Allen. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back sacks have these guys suddenly staring at 3rd and goal.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
So from outside the red zone now, here's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And this defense, man, they have pinned their ears back and made a stand here. That's going to bring up 4th and goal. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. With only 3 seconds remaining, they're going to bring out that field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Looking quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw now, Allen. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes out to the left. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Bills with the punt team out there. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. Wow, tremendous punt here. This one's looking great, angling towards the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They run the counter to H.N. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go. Ready.
To throw here on 1st down. Here's a screen for H.N. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. At the shotgun, they'll give it to H.N. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
10 black.
Pass play coming here. Drops back. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Claws red. Hut.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Maxwell Hairston picks it off.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Cook trying this one up the gut. He cuts it right. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Throw here, 3rd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team on the field. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Breaks the tackle. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
Red, 38.
Back to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Black Ultra, 60 red. 60 red. Green Jack.
Third down from the gun. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Black, 95. Hey, blue. Set, cut.
And you just get the play off. Look at that power, deep left side. Brought in, inside the 20. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. And there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action of the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Bass now to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. On the move, headed right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Allen fires out wide, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
And it's 3rd down.
56.
Allen on 3rd down. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. It's a race down the right side. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5.
And the Bills.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Headed out right. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills make it an 11-point ball game. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. Dolphins get on that football. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him out.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
60 red.
43-yard line.
On second down, a run with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Hairston on the stop.
Slide, 97.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up third and 12.
52 blue. Smash, red. Hut, go. Ready, ready.
To the air on third and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Finds him on the crossing route. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
49-yard gain.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills now within 1 score in the fourth. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
Lining up for a 2-point conversion.
To the air again, Allen. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late.
21. Bills 18.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Palmer. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Yellow, 22, fight, 60.
Here's Achane from the pistol. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins holding on to a field goal lead. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now. 50, green, red, yellow. Hut.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Well, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Bills have some new life in the fourth.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Now it's Cook. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Again, it's Cook. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They've got to keep moving quick here.
First and 10 at the 28.
Setting up to pass. Look at this fullback now. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted. You've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
What's up? Look out!
And now from the pistol to Cook. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
To throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Palmer. He dodged the tackle, and that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here, first and 10.
Strikers, come on, set. 60 red. Slice blue. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Red, 38. Ready?
He'll look to throw it. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Right, white. Ready.
Here he is to throw. It's a big strike to him. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10.
Here he is to throw. Finding Collins. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up second and 2 at the 47-yard line.
So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Drill green. Here we go.
Throwing it again here. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Set, ready. Blue 30, hut.
Looking to throw it. This to win the game. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. And this still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. This is Cook. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. You know, not much to be had on that first down, Brock. First couple of plays of overtime, how do you approach things?
SOS. And I'm not talking desperation. I'm talking about stay on schedule.
Chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down. Here's a give to Cook. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
Trying it left side with Cook. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Biggest play of OT. The offense is going for it. On fourth down, Allen. He connects downfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. So they go for it on fourth, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs from the 37. On first down, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Short pass brought in. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime.
On for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
It's good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to that opposing sideline.
Okay, not a game winner, but it's a start. And now the pressure clearly swings to your defense as you're now a stop away from winning this game.
Buffalo calls its second time out of the half. We'll see if their defense can hold now and finish off an overtime win as the kick is away. On the return, here's Palmer. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready.
Now it's his turn in overtime. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's now second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for his back, Devon Achane there. And now they're going to face third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Set hunt. 10 cycles. Blue 32. Ready.
Throwing now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
50 green. Set.
Now to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he has it right near midfield here. He's about a yard short.
And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Dose of the hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Blue. Fury. Yellow. Hut.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. The defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Got it.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Down. Red. 38. Trouble. 38. Shot. 17. Set.
Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. Completed to Collins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready?
First down. Play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. With only 6 seconds remaining in overtime, we get a timeout here.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Big moment for Tyler Bass here. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go.
9-yard attempt.
It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good. And we're going to keep on here in overtime.
They sure put him out there in a tough spot to save this game, Kate. He handled the moment as well as they could have possibly asked for. What a strike to tie this game. In the moment of truth, he delivers.
Power squib kick is taken in. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. Well, they both got their shots in overtime. A field goal all either side could muster. So nobody able in the end to avert a tie game. And we all go home a little unsatisfied by the results. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.